Welcome to Anthropology 207. It's Linguistic Anthropology. I think some of you have taken anthropology classes, but chances are none of you have taken linguistics classes. And my guess is you have different ideas about what linguistics is all about. And throughout the semester, quarter, you will get to find out what it's all about. My name is Jung. I hold a PhD in applied linguistics, professor of English. I suppose I'm lying to you because I used to be a professor of English at Olympic College. I actually quit my full-time job to come down and live in Los Angeles. So I am just a part-time instructor of English. But I am really happy to be teaching my own field, which is linguistics. Linguistics potentially can be a very, 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 very dry field. My first encounter with linguistics was when I was in college. I was an English major, and a friend of mine said that I should help out with her linguist uncle's research project or something, and she presented me in Korean, my native language, a whole host of really awkward, strange sentences, and I needed to answer whether I would say these things or not. And I thought, wow, what a boring subject. Little did I know that I would be majoring in it and getting a PhD in it. So I am fully aware of the full potential of linguistics being a very boring subject, but I am also fully committed to making it not so. So, don't expect to be doing this, okay? You'll have to be more engaged. So wake up, get a cup of coffee, and continue with the video. Okay, let's talk about the difficulties of taking online classes first. It is a completely different animal from any on-ground classes you might have taken. What it takes to become really successful in online classes, number one is self-discipline. And I don't think anybody would argue with me on this point, self-discipline, which I can use way more of than I actually do have. Motivation. You do realize that there are two kinds of motivation. One is intrinsic. You do it because of the joy of doing something. Okay, I don't expect you to have that kind of intrinsic motivation already, unless you're a serious language geek like me. But there's extrinsic motivation of getting an A in this class. That's not so bad. And if you are lucky, maybe your parents will give you some money for getting an A in this class. That's even extra. That's what we call an incentive. But anyway, so motivation is important. Motivation in general, to want to do well in school, to learn something. Technology, of course, is very, very important. Make sure that your computer is up to speed and get rid of a lot of unnecessary programs so that your computer will be humming. That's what I'm working on. I have a 8-year-old computer, and I'm thinking about adding more memories. But when it comes to technology, I'm not really keen on buying the latest thing. I am keen on maintaining my machine to this humming quality. Time is very, very, very important. You cannot just, we all multitask, right? I listen to books when I do the dishes, and I multitask. But linguistics takes sheer concentration. So if you think, okay, I can have a full-time job and study linguistics while I'm stacking shelves or something, I have to tell you, it's not going to be easy unless you are a superhuman being. So blocks of time, if you can manage to get them, are very, very important. Support comes in a lot of different forms. You could be getting $40 from your uncle, or you could get support like your husband washing the kids so that you can concentrate on studying. Or just emotional support when you're kind of down, thinking, okay, I have no business studying, I have no time, I have no talent, I have no intelligence. But emotional support coming from your beloved ones or even strangers saying, you can do this. That's important. So seek support and surround yourself with supportive people. Okay? And cut out all the dead branches. People who are not helpful to you, who are always naysayers. They're not helpful. Computing skills, of course. Okay, what do you need? High-speed internet. A thumb drive is always helpful, because maybe even an external drive, because you want to save everything. Every quarter, there is at least 1 or 2 students who come to me at the end of the quarter saying, my computer has this blue screen, and this is during the finals week. And I'm telling you, it's a matter of if your computer is going to fail, it is a matter of when it's going to fail. I'm telling you, I should back up my files every week. I don't do it, but I know I should, and you should do the same. And we need a word processing program like Microsoft Word or OpenOffice. This is a free program. You can go to openoffice.org and download it. And it's a whole suite of programs like Excel and everything. And they're quite compatible with Microsoft. Smartphone, camera, scanner, any of these things, because sometimes you will have to write in something called the International Phonetic Alphabet, which is squiggly lines and little tildes and stuff like that. And it's not easy to type these things, so you might have to handwrite these things. Another thing that you have to use a scanner for is sometimes you have to diagram sentences, which is not easy to do on the computer. So when you handwrite something, you should be able to scan it and send it to me as a PDF file. And when you do a PDF, you can make JPEG files, and then you have to combine them into a PDF file, one file. I don't want to have to open 20 pages just to look at one assignment from you. So what you do is, just about everybody has a smartphone app. There is a smartphones. There's a lot of smartphones that kind of merge JPEGs into PDF files. You can research that and install it. Or you can use a scanner, but even with the scanner, you need to make sure that you compile everything into one file. And a backup computer. I mean, Olympic College has a lot of labs, so you need to check out the lab hours and have like a contingency plan if your computer fails. So the learning platform we'll be using is something called Canvas, and it's a great program. And the login page looks like this, and you log in with I think there's only one login for all the OC websites. You go in there, you sign in, and you go into the class, our linguistics class website, and this is what it looks like. If you go to the modules homepage, lists everything in a weekly kind of format. So each week you should open the to-do list first, and then follow whatever follows. Just follow the instructions inside the to-do list. So if you look at week 2, which is a typical week, you have a to-do list and exercises from the assigned chapter. By the way, the exercises are due. You can see, I need to change the due dates here. Due dates are actually a week after the unit's over, so this should have been changed to a week later. So you have 2 weeks to complete exercises, and the exercises come at the end of each chapter, and there is a discussion usually about key concepts in each chapter, as well, not just from the textbook, but from this other book, The Language Instinct, as well. And then some other discussion questions. For each discussion question, you're supposed to post 3 times. Can be done in any combination. You can have 2 new posts and 1 reply, or 1 new post and 2 replies. Or if you want to do 10 replies or 10 posts, feel free to do so. But it's for each discussion, you have to have to have 3 entries, and that should be completed within the week. This I know it should be changed. So that's a typical week. And the textbook is an introduction to language. I picked this one because it's quite readable. There's a lot of technical things, but largely it's in common English. So you should be able to read and understand. And make sure there are a gazillion different editions of this book. Make sure you get the 9th edition. 9th edition. And it's an edition before the current one, so it should be a little cheaper as well. And if you don't have the right edition, you're going to have difficulty because 9th and 10th editions are quite different. Another book that we'll be using is Steven Pinker's book called The Language Instinct. And this is one cover. I think it's the latest paper book cover, but it can be any edition. It doesn't matter. It's a reprint edition here that's showing, but you can get any edition of this book. And what to expect. Textbook exercises each week. There's one exam, final exam, which is cumulative. And then there are video worksheets. I listed 5 videos that you have to watch. No. You only need to watch 3 of these 5 videos and complete accompanying worksheets. And that comes due in, I think, toward the end of April. And 2 of the videos are available at the library for viewing at the library only. And the others are available either on YouTube or Amazon. I think for Amazon, it's a small fee. And then discussions, of course. What will you get out of all this hard work? No fear of the International Phonetic Alphabet. You think it's a joke. Okay, this is the International Phonetic Alphabet, revised to 1993. And these are the consonants, these are the vowels. And you think, oh my God, this is not English. This is not English. And I don't remember the last time you had to sit down and memorize something. It could have been the multiplication tables. This, you need to sit down and memorize. Okay, but after this class is over, you will not have any fear of the International Phonetic Alphabet. Also, I hope you will have a renewed or developed appreciation for language, and you will start to think like a linguist. Oops, think like a linguist. What's wrong with me? So when you meet somebody, you could say, "What's your favorite phoneme?" And then, because so much of linguistics is science, you will also develop analytical skills. Linguistics is a different kind of an animal from typical social science classes because it's half science and half humanities. So, you will have a chance to use both sides of your brain, if you will. Okay, so how to succeed in this class? Log in regularly. Regularity, consistency, these boring things are very important in online classes. Do not wait until the last minute. Participate and complete all the assignments in a timely manner. But, above all else, enjoy. You will not look at language or listen to language the same way again. Once again, welcome.